Oh boy, myth busting round 2. Is it hot in here? Hi, I'm Moira. I'm an SLP with Rooted in Language, and I'm about to bust the myth of reading readiness. Okay, you caught me. There is such a thing as being quote-unquote ready to read. In the sense that, yeah, your newborn baby probably isn't ready to read yet. First, they gotta be able to see beyond the end of their own nose and, learn to hold up their head. Yeah, holding your head up is a good skill to have when reading. I'm gonna stand by that one. Am I being intentionally ridiculous to make a point? Yes, my point is this. Here it comes. It's a really good point. You're gonna love it. These reels are getting really violent. Basically, when it comes to determining readiness, we want to look at certain skills a child exhibits that indicate a foundation is in place favorable to formal reading instruction. We call these pre-literacy skills. And if you'd like to know what pre-literacy skills are, go check out my last reel in which I laid out my top 5 pre-literacy skills that have strong implications for reading success. The emphasis here is that when looking for signs of readiness, look at skills. For the purposes of today's video, age is irrelevant. And thank God, because I found a gray hair in my eyebrow this morning. Age is not actually irrelevant. I'll just cover that in my next reel. When young children are demonstrating alphabet knowledge, print knowledge, pre-writing skills, phonemic awareness skills, see my previous video. Those are your signs that they are ready for formal literacy instruction. Meaning with those skills in place or emerging, they're essentially primed for reading and writing. And your instruction is likely to be more effective and efficient than if you weren't seeing many or any of these pre-literacy skills present. Okay, so where's the myth?
Are you ready for it?
Reading readiness has nothing to do with interest. You heard me. The whole reason I broadly refer to reading readiness as a myth, per se, is because many people misinterpret the word readiness as referring to a child's interest in learning to read. It ain't about interest. We imagine that when a child is perfectly ready to read, they will joyfully come skipping down the stairs in the morning, lay a book in your lap, and beg you to teach them to read, the sparkle of anticipation in their eyes. That's an idyllic narrative, but it's not the reality in many cases. Of course, there are children who want to learn to read, who beg you to teach them, who are intrinsically motivated from the start. And then there are children who will simply never ask to learn to read. They just don't show any interest. They may even, dare I say, fight it. And the children who exhibit significant avoidance and pushback are actually the ones who often need to get started the most. Continued resistance to learning to read is a common early sign of reading struggle. And when that's the case, the sooner you can begin that explicit phonetic instruction, the better their literacy outcomes will be, even if they don't want to. Yep. Here's the truth about learning to read for any child. It's hard work. Oh, my stars. It's true. Many kids, including typical learners, start off enthusiastic and quickly lose interest once they realize the level of work involved. Learning to read can feel like a chore until they get good at it, and your average little kiddo isn't too keen on doing chores. I mean, who is really? Anyway, that's all for now. Please refrain from the turd emojis for this potentially unpopular clinical opinion. And since apparently I can't be stopped, tune in next time for my breakdown on the current debate about the age at which kids should be taught to read. Ooh, spicy. As always, for more expert guidance on teaching language arts and literacy, keep watching. We've got you covered.